Hello world, this is Wolfstar Games. It's Anton, and welcome back to more Robotics Notes Elite. Last time we got into more shenanigans, I guess you could say, at the park, and Kaito braved the winds of the typhoon that was going on there, and going up to the tower, the radio tower. So, and now we're back on firm ground, and we are now from the point of view of Akiho. So that's where we last left off. Before we do get into this, I do want to bring up, especially with last video, that, with my face cam, that I'm like out of focus or a little blurry, and I'm working on that. I swear, with this webcam, the hardest thing to pinpoint is getting it to focus just right. And it's not that I don't know cameras. I do. I grew up in front of the camera, with home videos, and I have worked my dad's old camcorder, and on top of that, I worked at a news station for 6 years, being the camera operator for the morning show. So I know how to focus a camera, but for some reason with this webcam, I am having the hardest time trying to get the camera to focus just right. I mean, for my first couple of videos, it wasn't like this, and now all of a sudden I'm like continually out of focus. So it's like I'm trying to get a handle on it. Hopefully I can get it to where it looks much clearer. So I wanted to bring that up real quick because it is something that I am trying to work on. So as you can see, I decided to change the layout of my video, especially concerning my webcam. So I got to thinking that, with me having the webcam now, that I don't really want to cover up anything with my webcam. So I'm like, how can I do that? And it just kind of dawned on me that others have done this kind of layout, especially like for streaming. So I'm like, why don't I try? With what I wound up with trying to do it myself, I really like this. And I would really love what you guys think of this new layout. I mean, sure, the game screen is a little smaller, but for what I want to do, especially with my webcam, I think I like this more. So yeah, if anyone has an opinion or any kind of criticisms with my new layout, please, by all means, tell me. It's like, I want to hear from you guys. Okay, so yeah, we're from Akio's point of view. So, I've been listening to the rain pummel the ground for hours now. Typhoons finally made landfall. The windows have been rattling constantly because of the strong winds. According to the news, it should pass in a few hours. So it's been going on for a few hours, and it's going to go on for a few hours more. How long does a typhoon last? There were landslides in the past due to typhoons, so I'm a little nervous. Akio? For the first time in a week, I sent Misa a message. Oh. It has been a while since she's done that. I take it, though, Misane hasn't responded back. It's, of course, about my meeting at Jaxa yesterday. If I'm being frank, it's actually a great deal. It's a no-brainer. It'd be foolish of me to not accept it. Except she didn't accept it. So it's like something's holding her back then. At least that's what I'm getting from this. But I just can't bring myself to freeze all development on Gunbuild 1. My dream is completing that robot. Yeah. And that's such a huge dream. It's like, how can she just stop? I mean, it was a big dream for Misane, and she stopped, but we don't really know why she stopped. It's like, what would get Akiho to stop making it? I don't care how ugly it is. It needs to be that robot. Am I being selfish? I mean, some people may look at it as her being selfish, but I don't think she's particularly being selfish. I mean, she's taking up what her sister left off with. I don't really see that as being selfish. That's continuing on what her sister started. I was feeling so insecure about it that I ended up messaging Misa. That's why she messaged her. Okay. And now here I am in bed, waiting for a response I know I won't get. Right, but at least she's getting it off her chest in some way. Even if Misane won't respond, it's good to at least tell someone, even though they really won't respond. You know? Telephone? That's an old phone. Oh boy, that sounds like one of the phones that I grew up with. The ringing isn't coming from my phone droid. Obviously not. It's from the phone in the hallway. I jerked reflexively. Mom must have answered it. Jeez, that scared me. I legit thought Misa had called for a second there. What would get her to actually respond? But what if it is actually her? Calling on the landline? I mean, I don't think she would call the landline. No, there's no way. Even through Akiho's sighing, I can just see her standing there, in her sad Akiho pose.
ねえ、お姉ちゃん。もし、お姉ちゃんがいいって言うなら、ガンツク1の開発を凍結して、 2期目をゼロから作るっていう方法もありなのかな。
I mean, that's basically what Misane did, right? She just froze development. For whatever reason. It's like history is like repeating itself in some fashion here. And I don't know. I figured Akiho wouldn't be the one to question her, motivations, her dreams. But I just can't.
Aki-chan?
I jump again. Mom's calling me from the hallway. Could it really be?
Kai-kun ga doko itta ka shiranai?
Oh, it's what? Kaito's mother on the landline, calling to see if he's here at the Senomiya's. Does Akiho know where he went? I kind of get the feeling not.
Kai?
I stick my head out and yell back at Mom.
どういうこと?
Yeah, she doesn't know. It's like Kaito isn't keeping her in the loop of what's been going on with, himself.
ヤシオさん家から電話があって、まだ帰ってないって。
今日は部活来なかったよ。
Yeah, he's been off doing his own thing. His curiosity has gotten the better of him.
台風来てるから、念のためにあんたも連絡取ってみて。
And to give his parents peace of mind, especially since a typhoon is going on outside.
わかった。帰ったらどこほっつき歩いてるんだろう。
Maybe this is how she's gonna find out what's been going on with Kaito. Let me give him a ring.
ヤシオカイトにコール。
Huh. So this is what her phone droid looks like, her screen. Different layout than Kaito's. Of course, Gundorel is smack dab right in the middle.
出ない。こんな時に何やってるの？また公園かな。
So she knows that much at least, that he's been going to the park. She just doesn't know why.
コール終了。
I give up on calling him and try to reach him via message and Tweepo. It's raining cats and dogs outside. That's funny, I don't hear any meowing and barking. The large water droplets strike the window. Only their sounds echo out through the darkness.
何やってんのよ、カイ。後でニャローの刑にしてやるんだから。
A big jerk attack, huh? Would that be her? Well, yeah. Would that be her attack on him with ruffling his hair. My monologuing is erased by the sounds of the fierce rain outside. I once again attempt to call Kai, praying to the powers that be. It's like, please, let Kaito be safe. Or Kai, excuse me. It's like, you okay, Kaito? Jeez, this is actually a cool shot. I mean, sure, it's just the ladder to the tower, but still, it's kind of a cool shot. Especially with the rain coming in from all directions. Why am I doing this to myself? Why am I climbing this thing again? Because you must. It's like, if you want to get all of the Kimijima reports, then you must. I'm not allowed to call Akiho an idiot, considering I'm letting an AI's words influence me like this, damn it. It's like, he's learning. He is learning, finally. It's like, I mean, it is so dangerous outside right now, you know, with the typhoon going. So it's like, it's crazy that Kaito is willing enough to do this and, you know, brave a typhoon and going up this big tower just to get a Kimijima report. I mean, I commend his tenacity. I'll press the dumb switch, the dome will close. Fiend. The antenna will be protected from the weather, and I'll activate the trigger. You're doing okay there, Kaito? His clothes would be completely soaked through. I haven't even reached the top of the tower, and my shirt is already soaking wet. There we go. When I try to look up, I can't keep my eyes open. The rain droplets are so strong that they actually hurt. I bet they do, actually. The metal platform is slippery from the rain. Plus, the tower itself is whipping about violently due to the wind. Yeah, I hope the tower stays strong and steady enough for Kaito to get the report. All I can do is hang on tightly to the stairs each time there's a strong gust of wind. Yeah, hold on for dear life. Just getting up one step takes an insane amount of effort. It's taking forever to get to the dome. It's like, take it one step at a time. Don't rush it. Especially since it's so dangerous outside right now. Before I realize it, I'm breathing heavily. My shoulders heaving. I just noticed the music here. It's like, it's very, like, it's, how do I want to describe it? It's very, like, atmospheric, but exciting at the same time. If I open my mouth, it'll get filled with endless rainwater and I won't be able to breathe. Then breathe through your nose. The rain is robbing me of my body heat. I'm cold right down to my core. It's the middle of the summer, but I'm shivering from the cold. The fact that it's the middle of the summer has nothing to do with how cold it is because of Typhoon-san. My fingertips are losing strength, causing my hands to nearly slip over and over again. This is really bad. Just standing in place is enough to deplete my energy. It's like his whole body is just, you know, it's taking everything for him to get up to the top again. Every micron of energy and muscle it would take to climb this tower in the middle of a typhoon. It's like, wow. It's like, Kaito, you're starting to change my mind about you. I need to get off this thing ASAP. Going any further is impossible. What's the point of all this? To get a Kimijimi report. What idiot, Baka, would risk his life to read some delusional conspiracy theory written by someone he doesn't even know? You, Kaito? That idiot would be you. Baka. My original plan was to spend summer break relaxing and playing Kill Ballad. Well, that has all changed. Ever since he decided to step 1 foot into the station building. Now look what I've gotten myself into. Yeah, really. I don't have to do this. Yet you are. Move forward or turn back. I mean, he can't turn back now. There's doubt in my heart. I decide not to climb any further. I attempt to take a step down, but the sole of my shoe slips. Careful there, Kaito. We don't want you falling from a very high distance. I end up sliding down 5 steps of stairs and falling backward onto the platform railing. At least he didn't go super far. Also, that would hurt. Falling into a railing? Yeah, ouch. The impact feels like a bolt of lightning running through my body. Interesting way to describe it. The intense pain causes me to lose my breath for a moment, and my vision blacks out. My head feels wobbly, and I'm about to pass out. But I soon realize that my body is moving on its own. At this rate, I'm gonna fall head first off the platform. My hands grip the railing as fast as I can move them. I flap my legs The platform's narrowness saves me. The tips of my feet reach and hook onto a step, allowing me to support my body. I squat on the platform, doing my best to endure the intense pain. I can only imagine how that felt. It's like, catch your breath there, Kaito. Take it slow. It's like quality voice acting here. I look down to see that I'm about 5 meters up. I might not have died from the fall, but I sure as hell would have broken some bones. My feelings are a tangled mess. I just wanted to go home, and look where that got me. I'm so pissed right now. Is this the universe telling me not to go home? I mean, it would probably be best for Kaito to wait out the storm. I mean, yeah, it'll be a few hours, but if he wants to get down or up the ladder safely, he should wait until the storm is over. You want me to climb up there and press that dumb switch that badly? Fine. Challenge accepted, damn it. I managed to catch my breath and stand back up. I'm in pain, but I can still move, so I probably didn't break any bones. Human beings sure are tough as nails. Tough to a certain extent, yes. Oh, let's do this. Time to get dangerous. I know, old reference, but I feel it's appropriate. I put myself up and dash up the nearly perpendicular staircase to the next platform. On my way, I'm nearly blown off by a sudden gust of wind. But I somehow managed to reach the next platform. My back is throbbing in pain because of how aggressively I've been moving. Oh boy. This is getting pretty exciting. I'm guessing that pain isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Blah. Just blah. I grit my teeth in an attempt to deal with it, but the cold prevents my success. But in my current position, the parabolic antenna is acting as an umbrella, so it's actually more comfortable here. Interesting. Crap. I really don't want to move from here. But you gotta keep moving forward. I'm dead tired. How long has it been since I started climbing this stupid thing? My sense of time is long gone. I regret everything. I shouldn't have climbed this stupid tower. Too late for that. I just want to go home and take a hot bath. After being caught in the middle of a typhoon, that would feel really nice. But the top is right there. It's like it's just inches away. The next platform is so close that if I stood up and stretched my arms above me, I could reach it. If I can make it up about 6 steps of stairs, I'll be at the dome. You okay there, Kaito? I let out a yell and pushed myself up the last set of stairs. Oh, okay. That was a yell of determination. The surrounding scenery opens up to me. A world of vast darkness stretches out before my very eyes. It really does feel like the end of the world. At this height, I should be able to see the lights of Minatimane-cho, but right now I can't even tell where the town is. There's nothing standing between me and the endless rain. It feels like it'd be impossible to stand up right now. What was that noise? Another triangular plate from the dome gets blown away. Oh, that's what that noise was. By the wind right in front of my eyes. It's like, watch out below! The massive object disappears into the void at an alarming speed. What if the entire dome gets blown away? That would be bad. It's like, I mean, what is that now? 3 plates that have blown off? Where's that third one gonna land? Please, please, please hold yourself together. I look for the switch while holding onto the metal railing tightly. I have to circle around to the other side of the dome to get it. Even that simple process feels like a trap designed to kill me or something. Jesus. It's shaking. No, that's an understatement. It's more like the whole thing's been swung around. Kind of like getting swung around like a rag doll. I can hear the railing shriek. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it contorted and broke right now. The situation is completely unwinnable. This is a 1x9 matchup. Okay, so he feels like he's in the middle of a video game right now. Much how, like, I'm in the middle of a video game right now playing this. There it is. On top of the Dark Tower. The Dark Tower? Is Roland gonna show up? The green glowing LED. This is the switch I pressed a few hours ago. I grabbed tightly onto the nearest building. Building? No, railing. As soon as I try to stand up on my knees to press the switch... Huh? What? My body suddenly loses balance. I can't believe my own eyes. The railing I was grabbing onto had broken at its base. That sounds like it's really bad. Which means now I'm falling. Oh. Oh no. Falling from about 15 meters in the air. Ah! Oi! Into the dark abyss of the world below. Am I going to die? Kaito, don't die on me right now. Whoa, what the? Is he falling into the abyss? That's actually probably how it feels. It's then that the world comes to a halt. Yeah, and your life starts flashing before your eyes. All sound vanishes. The painful cold rain drops stop hitting my cheeks. The rain ignores gravity and comes to a slow descent. No, the world isn't slowing down. It's that my senses have sharpened. Slo-mo. In some ways, getting an attack with this sort of timing was unavoidable. After using so much energy, it'd have been weird if I didn't get one. Very true. This goddamn affliction of mine, pain and suffering I'd rather never experience again. But now's not the time to whine. My mind is crystal clear. I calmly assess my current situation. My left hand is still gripping onto the busted railing. My body has already been thrown off balance and is about to fall off the platform. I have my left hand let go. And with my right hand, I grab the nearby railing that's still intact to keep myself from falling. But my right hand alone isn't enough to stop the momentum of my body. Like every other time I've gotten an attack, I'm breathless. If I had to choose between falling 15 meters and the choking pain I get during an attack, I'd honestly take either. That's how painful this is. But I force myself to handle the pain. My body's about to slip and fall between the gap of the broken railing. And so I kick one of my legs toward the outer area of the platform. Although in slow motion, my body gains momentum and begins to spin on my right hand as an axis. And my body slips through the gap of the adjacent railing and comes to a rest on the platform. Ouch. Ouch. It's like, ouch? Question mark? Kaito? You okay, bud? Sound returns to the world. Oh boy. That's like falling into the abyss, Slo-mo style. I don't even have the energy left to be terrified by the sound of the broken railing falling to the ground. Whenever an attack wraps up, I'm always left writhing in pain. Yeah, he seems to have it much, much worse than Akiho. I wonder why that is. Why is it that it's Kaito that has the much worse affliction? My body is basically paralyzed. My heart is pounding like it's going to explode as it supplies blood to the rest of my body. As the paralyzed feeling dissipates, an excruciating pain runs through my body. I'm concerned my ribs have punctured my lungs. Ooh, ouch. No matter how much I gasp, I can't breathe. Ooh. I lay on the platform, my face covered in tears, snot, slobber, and rain. What a combination, wow. Yet somehow I crawl my way to the switch. I mean, like I said, I applaud his tenacity. Even though he's in excruciating pain, he is still going to push that switch. I managed to press it with my shaking fingers. The green LED turns off. Well, the dome is doing something. The open dome lid begins to come down. Oh, it's closing? I've done what had to be done. The trigger should be activated. After an attack follows a physical fatigue that lasts for a few hours. For a few hours? Jeez. It's like, take it easy now, Kaito. It's like, wait out the storm if you have to. And actually, he really should. Now that he's pressed the switch, he can rest easy. I can't even move a muscle. It's like my body's batteries are running on 0. Am I going to be able to get down like this? I mean, he could try, but in his condition right now, he really shouldn't. I don't have much of a choice. I know how dangerous it'd be to stay here. Yeah. But I don't know. It's like, which would be more dangerous? Staying on top of the tower in the middle of a typhoon, or trying to traverse the tower back down in the middle of a typhoon. I feel like that would be more dangerous. I mean, we all saw how difficult it was for him to get up the tower. So I feel like it would be way more dangerous trying to get back down. And so I crawl my way back to the staircase. He really should stay up there. I somehow managed to take cover down at the lower platform despite my exhaustion. It'd be better to stay down here where I can avoid a little rain and wind. I can lie down and the railings on both sides are still nice and secure. The platform below is too narrow for me to even squat down. I can't stop shivering from the cold. The rain and wind aren't going to be stopping anytime soon. Oh right, my phone droid. I should call for help. Now he thinks to call for help. He's gonna see that he has a missed call from Akiho. I desperately twist my arms to reach for the phone droid in my hip pouch. Don't you mean fanny pack? It's waterproof, so I'm not concerned about it getting wet. Though I was afraid the screen might have gotten cracked from when I hit the railing. Fortunately, it's okay. That's good, no broken phone. After some difficulty, I wake it up from sleep mode. IRUO is running, and Airi is nearby.
お兄ちゃん、ありがとうございます。
You're welcome, Airi.
これで愛理のお仕事続けられるかもしれないです。
Yeah. You don't have to worry about your job being done with the tower. I can hear Airi's voice. I didn't do this for her. You did it for yourself? In an attempt to voice my words, I end up coughing instead.
愛理がお兄ちゃんのこと運べればいいんですけど。
Aww. 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 That's so sweet, Airi. It's okay that you can't carry your big brother, your Oni-chan. That is so sweet. Aww. I don't even have enough energy to send a message or make a call.
そっち平和そうだね。
She's an AI. Come on, Kaito. This time I managed to squeeze my words out without coughing. It's like Airi, displayed on screen, is obviously neither wet nor is her hair blowing in the wind. Like hair blowing in the wind. Now I'm just being silly.
愛理には天候の変化わかりません。愛理に見えているのはイルオにアップロードされたデータです。
Right.
そのデータはいつだって晴れた日の景色ですから。
Interesting. It's always sunny. It's always sunny in Philadelphia? Or in this case, Tanegashima?
今も台風で雨がすごいってデータでは分かっているんですけど。
At least she's aware that a typhoon is super scary.
愛理に見えているのはやっぱりとっても気持ちのいい青空をバックに立っている鉄塔と
And?
そこに重なっているお兄ちゃんのジオタグなんです。 お兄ちゃんと情報の共有できればよかったのに。
We do that regardless. I mean, that's what an AI is for. Sharing information. Regardless of what the information is.
そうすれば少しは愛理にもお兄ちゃんの今の苦しさが理解できたかもしれないから。
Aww. Airi is so sweet.
でもお兄ちゃん頑張って。
Aww. It's like, I will, Airi.
もう少しですから。
Oh, it's like, my heart, oh my god. I give up. I'm just gonna chill here for a bit. Yes, please do, Kaito. After an attack, I'm weakened so much that I can barely raise an arm. If I want to recover, I need to lie down for a while. As soon as I do, I instantly feel sleepy. The tower's shaking reminds me of a rocking cradle. It's starting to feel pretty nice. Really? The cold is starting to fade away. If I fall asleep here, I might just die. Please don't think like that, Kaito. That's not good, but what? There's no way out. There has to be a way out.
Kai!
Akiho? Did she come with her parents? Or at least Kaito's parents? Maybe both sets of parents are here. Akiho came for him. That's good.
Huh?
Something warm touches my hand. All of my senses return to that singular spot. She is in such distress right now. It's like she really does care about Kaito. It's like, oh, I mean, sure, Kaito's parents would be concerned about him, but you know, it's someone like Akio who we've actually gotten to know. It's like we haven't gotten to know, you know, Kaito's parents, and you know, as far as Akio's parents, we've only gotten to know a little bit about her dad. But you know, Akiho is there for him no matter what. Just like Kaito is for her. So of course she would be the one to go after him. And, you know, basically save him. Oh, I just had a thought. She's in distress. I hope she doesn't come down with her fast forward syndrome during this. I hope she doesn't. And when I open my eyes, I find Akio's face in front of me for some reason. It's like she came for you. She's completely soaked, just like me. And just as I do for her whenever she has an attack, she gently embraces me. Yeah. It's like, what was I just saying? They're there for each other. Akio holds my hand in hers.
Baka!
Yes. Baka!
何やってるのよ、帰ったら。
Trying to press a switch to get a report? I kind of want him to say that, but he's not going to.
心配させて。
I really hope she doesn't come down with her syndrome.
なんで
Why? Do we really need to answer why, Kaito? Come on, buddy. What the? Why is she here? We're on top of a metal tower. The only way to get up here is to climb a bunch of stairs in the middle of this crazy storm. And Akio seemed to do that with no problem? Adrenaline. That's what it has to be. Adrenaline can be quite an amazing force. So how is she here?
もしかしたらこの公園にいるかなって思って。
And she was right. Agio's warmth gradually spreads to my body.
探しに来たらアイリっていう子がうちのイルオに出てきたの。
She saw Airi? Is that the first time that Akio has seen her?
で、塔の上に貝がいるから助けてって教えてくれて。
Airi. This right here. That's how Airi carries him. By getting Akiho to help. Airi, you wonderful, sweet little AI.
火事場のバカ力で登ってきちゃった。
Good going, Airi. Is that what she thought I'd say? Why not? Both Akiho and Airi are dumbasses. But lovable ones. They're both very sweet. In their own ways.
ミイラ取りがミイラだ。バカだね。
What? Go for wool and come back shorn? What is Kaito going on about?
ミイラ？どういうこと？
Yeah, what about wool? You want to shear a sheep or something, Kaito? This is no time for shearing a sheep.
どうやって降りるつもりだよ、アキちゃん。
The same way she got up. I swear, she's nothing but trouble. I mean, he says that, but he doesn't really mean it. Not in this moment.
大丈夫。下にお父さんたちいるし。
Her dad and Kaito's parents? Then why did Akio climb up here? Because it would be much more dangerous if everyone came up here. And besides, numbers aren't going to solve the problem of this narrow and steep as hell staircase. I wish she'd thought this through a little better.
でも、アキちゃんは俺の命の恩人だな。
Yes, she did. With the help of Airi. Ah.
アネモネ号の時のこと思い出すね。
Oh, on the ferry, right? Yeah, that's the name of the ferry. Yeah. That day when we collapsed on the deck, I desperately held Akio's hand as my consciousness faded. I remember the warmth of her hand back then too. This is the same. Thanks to Akio's body heat, I think I can hang on a little longer. boy. That was all kinds of exciting there. And pretty tense as well. Boy, that was something. And after all that, this seems like a really good place to stop, actually. Oh, and it's now August 1st in game. So we've made it through July and we lived. This was all kinds of exciting and tense, and I want to keep going to see how Kaito is doing after the aftermath of the typhoon, but I think we'll save that for next time. So I hope you all enjoyed watching, and thank you all for watching as well. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, favorite, and claw that subscribe button to become part of the pack. And as always, everyone, I hope you all have a great day or night, wherever you may be.